Hey everybody, how you doing? This is Adam Snyder here, the Homemade Entrepreneur, and today I kind of want to talk to you about books and selling books on Amazon, primarily FBA. I don't really deal with books for merchant fulfilled, only because they're so easy to send in. You can send in hundreds or thousands of books, every week or every month, and let them sit there for a little bit. Let them take up the space at Amazon, and you just make the money. You just profit off. A lot of people have been asking me why I don't do merchant fulfilled for many items, and the reason is because when you sell a lot of stuff, you don't want to sell it all. Let's say on a Friday night or something, your item sells and you gotta ship it by Tuesday. You don't want to be stuck over the weekend shipping all your items, getting them all packaged up and getting them shipped off. That's a big waste of time. You could easily let Amazon do that for you. But that's kind of a different topic. I don't really want to talk about that right now. What I want to talk to you about is what kind of books you should be buying, where you should be buying them from, what not to buy. I got a question from a client the other day as to what kind of books should she buy. Should she buy new books, used books? What if a used book has highlighting, or there's some writing in it or something like that? If a book has writing in it, or there's a bunch of highlighter marks, what you need to understand is that everybody's different. Some buyers won't like that. So if you have, let's say you have a buyer, they're gonna buy let's say a Harry Potter book or one of the Twilight series books. What you need to keep in mind is that when you say it has minor wear and tear, it has some highlighting, or it has some writing throughout the book. Your definition of some and that buyer's definition of some could be completely different. When I say there's some highlighting, I'm talking about there's highlighting in a few pages. Another seller could say some, and their definition of some is there's about 30% of the book is highlighted. Now I think that would be a bit excessive, but what you need to keep in mind is that your definition and the buyer's definition of some, or barely, or anything like that could be different. So if you're selling a used book and it has writing in it or highlighting, you need to be prepared that book could be sent back. So if your profit margins are very slim, I wouldn't buy a book that is used, has highlighting or marks in it, because it could come back and you could end up losing money. So just keep that in mind. As far as what kinds of books, talked about before, textbooks are great because you can make a lot of money off each book, but they will sit there. A lot of times you're not going to find a textbook that is under 20,000 on Amazon as far as the ranking, because frankly, how many textbooks are actually bought each year? Let's say you have a algebra book or something, there might only be 100 books of that particular book sold in that year, which if you have one book, let's say there's only 10 other sellers, you might it's pretty much guaranteed your book's gonna sell. That's not always the case, but just an example for you. Another book that I like are self-help books. As far as like my Kindle business, I'm always writing self-help books because they always sell. But as far as what books sell on Amazon FBA, I'm always buying self-help books because they do sell. They go quick. As far as weight loss, recipe books, stuff for fibromyalgia, those things do pretty good. I actually find quite a few around my area. In Washington State, we have a lot of medical's big and over the country, but just in the whole medical field in Washington State is huge. So there's always books I can find in the medical field, so those do great for me. As far as kids books and children's, just basic reading, like Cat in the Hat or something like that, those don't do very well for me. I've never really liked them because there's always something wrong with them. But the books that I do like that are kids books are like learning books. So you got like some type of first grade learner, sixth grade, step-by-step algebra, things like that. They always do pretty well, so I highly recommend those. But that's kind of my advice for you, is look for textbooks, self-help books, and children's like learning books. Those all do really well. I highly recommend them. If you have any questions on what kind of books you need to be selling or anything like that, send me a message, comment below. Happy to answer those questions for you. I know a lot of people have questions, and I don't mind answering them for you guys. So again, comment below if you have any questions. If you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, click that button right there in the middle of your screen and become one today. There'll be a lot of great videos just like this one very soon, so you don't want to miss them. But yeah, click that button, sign up, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, you guys take care.